Hey Facebook, welcome back. So for today's video, we're doing something extra exciting because not only are we doing a custom doll, which is something that I keep telling myself I need to do more of, and then I keep just not doing it. So it's been a long time since there's been any sort of like customizing content on the channel, at least as a time of filming. This is going to be a lengthy project, so I don't know if that's going to hold true. Anyway, though, the other reason and like the bigger reason that this is super exciting is that this is not just a custom for me, but this is a collaborative custom between myself and then Chad from Chad Marvelous and Enzo from the Junk Drawer. And apparently Miss Weiss, hello, are you contributing? Are you helping? She's such a little angel. Of course she's helping. Anyway, though, the concept for this custom was if you've ever, I don't know if like you guys ever did this in like art class when you were a kid or like just as an activity when you were younger, but where you'll like start a drawing and then you'll pass it over to the next person and they'll keep drawing and like it keeps going in a circle and like you keep passing the drawing along. And then by the time it gets back to you, it's like this collaborative effort and like maybe not what you originally imagined, but it's really cool because like everyone got to contribute. That's what we're doing, but with dolls. So rather than me customizing this doll all by myself, I'm going to do part of it, but then Chad is going to also do part of it, and Enzo is also going to do part of it, and they also have their own dolls that are getting like passed around. So I'll put up, I think I'm gonna put in the effort to make like a cute little infographic. So the way that this is going to work for the doll that you're going to be seeing in this video is that I have picked out a doll, like a base doll, and I am going to be sending that over to Chad. He is going to do her hair and then send the same doll off to Enzo. Enzo is going to do something with her face and then send it back to me. And then it's my job to dress the doll and complete it. And then I get to keep that doll. And of course, the same goes for them. Just Chad's not sending like a doll to himself and Enzo's not sending a doll to himself. Like it's going around in a circle for all of us. I hope that makes sense. I really sat down and was like, oh, I'm explaining this perfectly and immediately failed to do so. But if it doesn't make sense now, hopefully either my infographic helped that I'm going to make in the future or you'll like sort of understand as we go through the filming process. So right now in this current filming session, all I'm going to do is be showing you the doll that I am sending off. So the doll that I have chosen to be part of this customization project is a Rainbow High color and create doll. I did steal her clothes just because I don't know if I'm going to end up using them for her because I don't know what she's going to look like when she comes back to me or if I'm just saving them for another doll. But I knew that I wanted the clothes off this doll anyway in some capacity, so I felt like she would be a perfect base to use. I also don't have any custom Rainbow High dolls. I only have custom Monster High dolls from a couple different generations. But like, I've never been part of customizing a Rainbow High doll, so I thought it would be really fun to add this into the mix here. So she's like a good blank slate, I feel. I mean, she has white hair, so I don't know if Chad will decide to dye it or cut it all off and reroot her or make her a wig. I don't know. And that's like the fun, exciting part is I have no idea what this doll is going to look like when she comes back to me. But yeah, this is the base doll that I have chosen for my part in this custom project. And now that I've shown her to you, she's getting packaged up and she's going to be sent away. And next time we see her, she's going to look completely different, which is super exciting. So I'm going to do that and I'll update you as the project continues.
Hey everybody, alright, I just got this package from Rain. Let's see what they sent and what we're working with today. Alright, oh the package is a little ripped. I might have to, I might use a new box when I ship this off to the next destination. Alright. Love recycling the stuff using grocery bags and Amazon bags. It's perfect. Oh, there's a label there. Don't want to show the address. Let's see. Oh, okay. So we are working with a Rainbow High doll today. She is so pretty. So I might have to get one of these dolls for myself. I don't know if this character has a name or not. This is from the watercolor and create line. I have some ideas that I want to do with this hair. So why don't we take it over to the bathroom, wash out the hair gel and everything, and let's go from there. All right, so I'm just gonna use some hot water and some dish soap to wash the gel out of the hair. All right, so next I want to condition the hair. This is the hair conditioner that I use. All right, with the conditioner in, all detangled, I'm gonna let this sit for like 30 minutes and then I'll come back to rinse it out. All right, and to rinse the hair, I'm going to do a boil wash. So I'm just going to use the electric kettle to heat up some water real quick. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to color the hair. So I came over to the store to pick up some fabric dye.
This is pretty. I don't know what color you do, but that's pretty.
That is really, I love that one. But I think I'm gonna be doing more in this range here. So definitely wanna get daffodil. Let's see. I think I'm gonna get a couple colors just so that way I can choose when I get home what I'm gonna actually end up doing. They don't have purple though. That's okay. Okay, so I am going to start dyeing the hair. I'm gonna do yellow all over, and then I wanna try and dip dye. I want it to like fade from yellow to pink, so I'm gonna play around with this, see what I can do. I've got stainless steel pan, or pot, whatever. Just gonna follow the directions to see what happens. Also, I'm gonna wash her hair again because I used conditioner and it coats the hair with like silicone or whatever. So I'm gonna just wash it with dish soap to get rid of that before I do it. You have to get the hair wet anyway. So anyway, let's get started for that. Ooh. I hope this isn't too dark. I mean, it did say daffodil yellow, but... Yeah, I think it's okay. Huh?
It'll rinse out.
That's true. It always says it's darker. Well, on the packaging, it says it's darker when it's wet. You stir it. I don't want anything settled. Let's see. Oh, that is looking good. I like that. All right, so I decided not to use the orange. I am just going to use pink because I figured, you know, pink and yellow will make orange. And if the ends kind of lean more pink, I'd be happy with that. I really want it pink, so I'm putting a decent amount in there. All right, here it goes. Whoa. Oh, that happened really fast and really well. I think I'm gonna stop. All right, that worked out better than I expected. I was hoping for more of like a hot pink, or maybe more of a fuchsia, and this is kind of like a berry color, but I'm not mad at it. So the yellow did exactly what I wanted, so I'm really happy with that. Anyway, now I want to style the hair. So I have an idea of how I want to put the hair up, so let me get started on that. So I'm gonna put her hair up in a high ponytail, and I really want the back to stand up and not have like the little bumps and everything. So I'm gonna wet the hair with some hot water, and I'm just gonna use the hottest water from my tap. But I want the tendrils to be like maybe here, and that's that, so like here-ish. All right, so I thatched it so there wouldn't be a bald spot right here. Basically, I took hair from the hairline behind and put it in between the hairs. So now I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. All right, so now I've got the tendrils. I just thatched them so that way you don't see any bald spots. And then I'm gonna put the rest of this hair up in a high ponytail. Okay, so I don't want these front tendrils to be like super long like this, so I'm gonna trim them. All right, so let's get curling. Okay, so here we are. I want to take the curlers out and everything and see what she looks like. And let's take out the hairnet. There we go. Okay, so her hair is done. Other than I'm not like super excited about like how the curls came out. I wanted it to look more natural and less like ringlets. But it's more straight on this side and more like bouncy on that side. So I'm gonna fix that and put it in another hairnet before I send this off. But I'm really, really happy with the way that she looks. I love this hairstyle. I think it's something that Rain is going to love, like color wise and everything. But I did my style with the high ponytail with the little tendrils hanging down. So I'm gonna fix up the hair and then get her packaged up and sent out. Let's see what Enzo ends up doing with the face.
Hey y'all, so here we are at step 2 of the traveling custom, aka Exquisite Corpse custom. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be calling this, but here we are. So Chad sent me the doll that Rain had sent him, and the hair should be done for this doll, which I'm very excited to see what Chad did with it. Um, I did get a sneak peek of it, not fully done, but I kind of know. I know what the base doll is at least, so that's cool. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, let's just open the box and quit yapping. I don't know why I'm yapping so much. All right, here she is. This is so good. This is so good. Look at what he did. So I don't know. I think he may have like curled these little tendrils here. He definitely dyed the hair. I love that he put it in a little hairnet here to keep it together. That's a lot more than I did. I literally just stuck mine in the box and it's like, here you go. Professional, not professional. So yeah, he showed me that it was a rainbow high, which I'm very excited about because I don't have to do anything with her eyes. I'm very excited about that because they're insets. So all I have to worry about is her, I guess, like eyeshadow, eyebrows, lips. Yeah, so I'm actually really excited about that. So I think what I'm gonna do is think about. I kind of want to match the hair to the screening to make it like make sense. So I'll have to think about that. Maybe like the hair is dyed like this like purpley. It's kind of this like purpley color. So maybe that'll be like the theme for her face is like purples. I don't know, but yeah. So this is the face up doll that I'll be doing. This is Rain's doll. So I hope I do it justice. So the next time you see me, I will be at my table, hopefully not messing anything up. But yeah, so here we go. So here is the doll that I need to do that I need that I need to do the face paint on. But instead of going in on this doll first, I want to try something with a test doll. So I have this rainbow high gal, and what I want to do, and this might sound strange, but I want to pop her eyes out and uh, be able to do her makeup. So I want to test to see how easy or hard it is to pop rainbow high eyes out because I don't want to get makeup and all that on the actual inset eyes because I need to spray her. I want to spray the doll with Mr. Super Clear. So, and I know I can cover the eyes with like tape, like masking tape or whatever, but I kind of want to. I'm also like kind of curious about removing eyes. So yeah, so I'm gonna try that on this doll, see how it goes, and if I'm comfortable enough with it, I think that's what I'm gonna do with the actual doll. But if not, I can always use masking tape and cover the inside eyes. But anyway, yeah, let's get to some eye popping. So I don't think we're gonna go that route with the eyes, removing the eyes, just because I was thinking, I was like, I don't want to mess up the hair that Chad did. I feel like if I had to do that, I would risk like messing it up, and I don't want to do that. So I think we're just gonna go with the masking tape, painter's tape over the eyes, and just go from there. Also, getting the eye back in, obviously, you just saw was challenging, and I couldn't even do it. So I feel like I would also like mess up the makeup just trying to like get the eye back in. So I don't know how people do that. I don't know how people do that without messing up the makeup or the screening that they do. But yeah, we're gonna not do that. And we're gonna go the easy route and just cover up the eyes. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so I think I am done with my part on this face up, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not a huge fan of doing face ups. I honestly haven't done a girl custom ever before this. Like I did the hair for the last one, obviously, and then this face up is brand new to me. So, yeah, I don't know. Not that it's that much different than a boy face up, I guess, because I tend to feminize my boy dolls anyway. So, but this was fun. This was fun. I learned some techniques, and I think she turned out okay. So here she is. I really am glad I didn't have to deal with her eyes, because those are probably my least favorite part of a face up is drawing eyes. So that was a blessing, I guess, in disguise. But anyway, so I gave her some purpley red eyebrows, and then I blushed her cheeks even more. And then I gave her some very, very faint freckles. I don't even know if you can see them from here. And then I gave her a darker lip. And I was trying to get her lips to be more purpley, but with the colored pencils that I had, I couldn't really do that, or didn't know how to do that. But and then I also tried using some of the pastels on there, but they weren't really taking. So it's just like, all right, this is fine. It's darker than the pink she originally had, so we're gonna roll with it. But yeah, so next step is to send this to Rain. This is actually their doll that they sent to Chad first, and then it came to me. It's going back to them, so to dress. So I should be getting my doll back from Chad. I don't remember who's sending it, but anyway, I'm getting my doll back. So the last step for everyone is to dress their dolls, and then we'll do like a fun reveal or something. So yay!
Okay.
Hi, Reese.
Hi, Miss Weeze. So first of all, I want to apologize. I am not doing good. I'm sick yet again. What a surprise. Tony is here doing the camera work for me. Miss Reese is here just being her charming self. But I got my doll back from Chad and from Enzo. So, like, I couldn't wait. Like, I have to open her up. Obviously, she's just in this little burrito. So I took her out of, like, the shipping box because optimistically I thought I was going to be not sick enough to do my own camera work, so I just like wanted to make it easier to open. Didn't happen, so now Anthony's here to help me out. But
Hello.
I still haven't seen the actual doll, so like I very carefully unwrapped all the bubble wrap, but I left this, so I haven't seen her yet. I'm so excited, but like I just wanted to warn you guys in advance. If I sound bad, it's not because I'm like
It's because you look bad.
It's not like because of the doll, if like my reaction sounds not as good. I just feel like shit. So let's do this anyway. Miss Reese can okay, thank you, girly Bob. She's such a cutie patootie. Okay, I think this is the head. So this is where all of the change would have happened. I'm nervous a
You
little
want me
bit.
to open it and you not see it?
Yeah, you should do your first
All right,
reaction.
spin
Okay,
around,
guys,
go away.
I swear I'm not here.
All right, welcome to my reviews. I'm gonna say something probably cancelable.
Please don't.
You guys want to hear about my Bibble reactions? Okay. Well,
Is she cute?
um,
You don't like her?
I think they sent you the wrong doll.
Wait, are you serious? Should I
No,
look? Wait, are you for real? Or are you messing with me?
I'm messing with
Oh
you.
my god, Anthony. Oh no! Oh my god!
She looks pretty darn good.
Wait,
Keep her modest.
wait! I'm gonna cry!
Don't cry, you're sick. I'm
I
keeping
am
her
sick.
modest.
It's okay. I don't want to. We don't. First of all, okay, just because like I can see the face better because the hair is netted up, which thank you. That's very like responsible. This is the heavy blush. Y'all know I mess with that hardcore. I love heavy blush. The lips, they're so glossy. Oh my god, I'm gonna
Well,
throw
don't go on
up.
at all.
I'm so excited. Okay, now I get to
Yeah,
pull
they
this down.
kinda, as the kids say, they kind of ate with this one.
Oh my god.
I think Bobby Hill would approve.
I'm
The gradient.
genuinely speechless.
How do you feel about the one you sent out?
Actually, quite guilty. Here's the thing, the one that I sent out for Chad, so like it's his doll that I did the face for. I think that face was super, super cute.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think that the hair that I did for Enzo's is like really fun and funky. This is more like gorgeous, elegant, beautiful art piece. Mine was like kind of silly, goofy fantasy.
Oh, well.
So I feel a little bit bad. This is so pretty. I'm gonna cry, literally. Thank you both so much. I'm so excited to get to dress her and style her and finish her up. So that's gonna be up next. She's perfect. Y'all are amazing. Sorry, I shouldn't have said she's perfect when Reese's right here.
Hi, Reese.
Reese's the real perfection. Not the butt. Okay, we're turning that off. So in order to clothe the girl here, I bought a pack of scarves, and these are the colors that I think I'm going to be using because I want to make her like a really just nice flowy dress. I feel like that would go well with her. I know for sure I want to use this light pink and then this like deeper purpley color. It's not like the exact for her hair, but I just feel like these look so like pretty held up against her. And I'm thinking of doing a little splash of the orange too. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they all look pretty good against her. So my plan is to do like a strip of fabric here that goes like around her neck and Velcro's back there. So it's like two, not cups. Hi, Reese. I know, honey, I'm trying to explain, but like a piece that goes down from here to cover this half her chest, and then a piece that comes down from here to cover that half her chest, Velcro's in the back, and then to have a skirt. So I think what I'm going to do is just do only this pink for the top portion, and then I'm going to have the skirt be either 2 or 3 layers, depending on if I decide to incorporate the orange. Because I think if I did that, it would go pink and then orange and then the purpley color. Listen, I feel like it might kind of look good. Anyway, though, so then I'm going to do those layers for the skirt. And then I'm going to have them cut at like different lengths so that you actually get to see all of them. And we'll do like solid to here, but then we'll have it like slit at her knee so then you can like really get the different effects. I feel like I'm probably not explaining it that well, but that's the plan for Miss Girl. So first thing we're going to focus on is the top half of the dress. So I'm going to take this pink, like light pink fabric, and we're going to cut out 2 identical long rectangles that are going to serve as each side of the top of her dress. Okay, the pieces are certainly not like perfect, but we don't really do perfect with the DIYs around here. Also, I know my table is filthy. It's going to be fine. Also, you can see my legs under here. I'm wearing shorts. It's okay. Anyway, now that I have these 2 rectangles, what I'm going to do is gather them just very messily at the bottom here and then just like sew a little line so that it can fit over her chest, because obviously this is big enough to cover the entirety of her chest, and I just wanted to cover half. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of gathering at the bottom here, so that it can kind of gather under here and then go up. I am probably explaining this really poorly, but hopefully you'll see what I mean in a second. Ended up being a little bit more of a foldover situation than a proper gathering situation, but that's fine. It's not really a big deal. I did double stitch these just to like be very careful about the fraying. It doesn't matter that it's a little bit ugly, because this part or just above it is where we're going to attach the skirt. So that's not going to end up being seen at the end of the day. And yeah, they'll just, I can probably only do one with one hand because I'm filming with my phone, but it'll go up like that. And then it'll attach around her neck. And I'm hoping that the skirt will land like just below her bust. So I am going to wait to finish off the other end of these just because I'm not sure exactly how long they're going to need to be to gather around her neck yet. We just kind of left extra room just in case. Same on the bottom. Like I definitely could have done this lower, but this is like my second ever proper sewing project. So we're just leaving extra room because I can always cut the extra off. But I can't really just get more fabric on there unless I restart the piece. So just wanted to be extra careful. But that means that we need to get to figuring out how to deal with the skirt portion, which I'm not 100% sure how I should cut that. So that's going to take some effort, but that's okay. Going to be fun. Fourth time saying this is the charm. I have my scarves all ironed and laid out. I kept saying my scars on accident, and I was like, girl, no, that's not what you're trying to say. Anyway, I have them arranged where I have like the corners here. I don't know if this is going to end up working in a way that I like, but like I have plenty of fabric. Okay, we can experiment a little bit here. But my thought is this is going to end up being the top layer, middle layer, bottom layer. I'm just laying her out like this because I'm thinking if I cut like triangles, I can use the hems that are already present so I can save myself a lot of work there. And then I can just wrap it around. So like a little seam up the front, and hopefully it will be very cute. Obviously, again, I'm not sure that that's going to be the case, especially because I don't know why I thought that these cheap scarves that I got on Amazon would be like perfect, but you can kind of see like the seams are a little iffy and like it's puckering. I swear to y'all, I ironed this very well, okay, but that's just like it's sewn a little bit iffy. And like it's not lined up perfectly yet, but also it doesn't have to be perfect. Like it's fine if it isn't literally pristine and museum worthy. Like it's fine. I also laid her out here so I could try to find like the length because I'm thinking it'd be cute if the pink ended a little bit like above the floor, right? And then if the orange ends like right about the floor, and then this can kind of trail back just a teensy bit. I think that that's a really good place for her. So because I want it to connect to the bust and like come up to about the waist, that's where we're gonna cut all the way along here. So time to pull out the scissors. I feel like that's like the scary part. Now that it's cut, I feel like you can really tell how uneven this is, but we're still gonna try. Cause like the worst case scenario is it doesn't work and I have to recut something. So we're still gonna give it a whirl. Okay, so as you can see, I have the entire top portion clipped together so that I don't lose the layers, because that would suck so bad. So now what I'm doing is I'm wrapping it around because it is significantly longer around the top portion, and we need it to be like her waist is not that wide. So now what I'm doing is wrapping it here so that I can mark with a pin where I need to cut it. I don't need to cut it here because I want the seam to like be in the middle, but this way I have plenty of seam allowance because I'm still new at this, so I prefer to leave myself so much more than necessary. So now I figure if I cut it like right at the edge of her body here, we'll be chill. And then I'm going to do the same to the other side, and then we can start constructing. All right, well, the problems that I foresaw have come true. This side, not even close to even to this side. I'm going to see if I can offset it. I am fully aware this is probably not like an appropriate way to sew. Probably not the correct way, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to see if I can offset this to this. So like I can make the sides even though this top line is going to be tilted, because that top line I can like sew over. I hope that makes sense. I don't even know. It might not work, but we're experimenting. Quick moment of silence for all the sewists that might be in the comments who are probably tearing their hair out. I am so sorry. That's not going to work. Now I have to. That means that I'm going to have to not be able to use the hem of the corners. I'm going to have to do my own hemming and like cut separate panels, which is a pain in the butt, but I will accept it. Okay, I don't know why I'm like allergic to cutting straight lines, but we have a rough trapezoidal piece here. It is very, very clearly too big, but that is on purpose because my thought process is it's a lot easier for me to just like have a lot of room for a hem, like do like a stupid like seam allowance and then just trim off the excess than it is for me to try to measure everything perfectly, because with this fabric especially, like I'm a novice, okay, like it is certainly on me that I'm having trouble cutting this, but like this fabric especially, I'm having such a hard time cutting it neatly, clearly. So I just wanted to give myself a lot of room for error, but this part is going to wrap around and go around her waist, and then this part is going to be a little bit longer and it'll connect in the middle. We're still doing the same idea, just this is a different shape now. So now I think what I'm going to do is take what is going to be the innermost layer, because I need to work like in towards the outside. So that's going to be this piece here. I'm going to fit that how I want it to fit, minus the top portion, because the top portion we're going to sew all 3 layers together. So I'm going to finish this, then we'll do the same thing for the orange, and then do the same thing for the pink, and hopefully this turns out good. Okay, not exactly the update that I wanted to be giving, but we've learned a lot. So I had my 3 layers, my 3 trapezoid layers that I was like, okay, we're going to sew these right. And I practiced, and it's, I think, visibly not going well. I think you can definitely see. I probably should have known better than to pick this fabric to use for my second ever sewing attempt. Like, I do think that this was probably just not the smartest call on my part to pick like a very sheer, fray inclined, like stretchy sort. I don't know, like I can't explain it, but like the hem, you know, you can see is like really bubbling. Like I'm just having a lot of time working with this fabric. So that wasn't great, but we, you know, had this first layer and I was like, that's certainly not going to work. I practiced a little bit more on the other 2 layers, but I'm still having a lot of trouble getting it even. I think what I might do, this top bit here, this was not sewn. This is in fact hem tape. I think I might try to use hem tape just for like the outer edges. I obviously still sewed the the bodice, if you can call, you know, the 2 strips of fabric a bodice. And I still want to use thread to go ahead and sew the skirt to the bodice. But yeah, I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking that this might give me more control and a much neater edge than sewing will. So I now need to cut out more trapezoids and hope that I have enough fabric, because we are certainly running a little bit low. I don't know if I have room to mess up anymore. But yeah, that's sort of the plan, is to see if hem tape works any better. Okay, this is certainly far from perfect. I'm not going to try to claim otherwise. However, I think it's going to work well enough. I hem taped along the bottoms of all of them. I was able to like use these seams on the side that they already had, so I didn't have to worry about that. And then I hem taped the diagonals so that we can have a layering effect. So now I just have to drape it, figure out how to like make sure it sits right on her body, sew up the front, and attach the top portion, which I feel like sounds like a lot, but like this was the hard part, okay? This is over now. Honestly, too, I really like how the layers, like because it's all sheer, it kind of looks a little trippy in there. It's quite fun. So, so much blood, sweat, and tears, but hopefully worth it. So this is not the silhouette that I originally promised, and I do know that. I know I originally intended something different up here, and even like this was not how I intended it to be. But it looks way too cute. Like I was draping it, trying to figure out how to do the front, and then I just did this part accidentally, and I was like, hold on, you know, it would go crazy as if I went like crisscross. And I think I was correct. So that's the hardest part by far out of the way. I'm just going to go throw some accessories on her, you know, get her some shoes, and then we can do the reveal. Real quick, I just want to apologize actually for the audio quality of me specifically in our little reveal. I had a lot of trouble getting like
even connected and like on call with them. So I'm sorry. I will do my best to fix it, but it's going to be a little bit iffy. Hope you can enjoy anyway.
I was so excited when I opened it. I felt awful though because I was like actively so sick when I unwrapped that package
Oh,
after you guys had like done your stuff. So I feel like my clip is so terrible because I'm just like, uh. But I was so speechless. Like the colors were incredible. So much like you said, with like the green and everything, that's sort of what I went for. And we went with a gown.
Oh,
oh
wow.
wow.
So I'll try to like, oh, hold on. I'm all discombobulated.
Oh,
It's
that's so
like
pretty. I love the
hard to
fabric.
see when she's floating like this. But we used like just some rainbow high shoes. I gave her, oh my God, I keep going the wrong way. Just some rainbow high earrings. But I made the whole dress. I sewed
I love
That's
that.
it. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not
hearing
surprised.
sirens.
That's me. It's me.
Okay. I was like, is that me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I just like got some scarves off of Amazon and then turned them into a dress.
that's so pretty. That's such a good idea to turn scarves into a dress. That's
hmm
I just felt like if you buy like fabric by itself, you have to buy so much. And I'm like, I don't
Right.
need, it's a doll. Like, I don't need all that. So
right.
layers and colors in there.
That is
Have,
such a
have,
good idea. And those are perfect colors too.
It's
yeah,
just so
yeah.
hard to match. I was trying to get like the color of the hair that you did because it was so pretty.
Um,
You know, that hair was that was like it wasn't a struggle. It was so much fun to do, but like I wanted to do a dip dye and I wanted to do a gradient, but then like ultimately I decided against the gradient because like it was I don't know. I was gonna do like the yellow, then orange, then whatever, but it's like I didn't know how well because that was pink. That was a bright, like a neon pink that was
Oh,
supposed to be, but because it's over the yellow, it turned purple for some reason. I don't know, like a
yeah.
berry. But like I thought it was so pretty, and I was thinking it's like, dang it, now I have to buy one of these dolls for myself so I can do this, and like I can have one for myself to keep.
Yeah, literally. I was so like, it's so smooth.
hmm
So good. Very impressed. And like the color of the lips too, it matches so perfectly.
Oh, I love what you did with her makeup. You did because I sent it. I didn't see it yet. This is my first time seeing the
Yeah,
makeup. That
oh
looks so
yeah.
pretty.
I can't tell you how happy I was that I didn't have to do anything with eyes because I'm off. I mean, I'm kind of awful all around. I feel like, or like
No.
I'm not like great. I'm still kind of like getting my feet wet or whatever. But I was so happy I didn't have to deal with eyes because I there's eyes to me are so difficult to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Getting them
so
symmetrical.
yeah, I mean, getting them to look like human eyes just in general
Right.
challenging. So yeah.
I
Yeah.
think back to some of my first face ups, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I could pick a good one for you then.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, don't worry about the eyes at all.
Yeah, no, that was great.
Very fun. I'm happy with her.
Yay.
So yeah, once again, sorry for that. Like my audio was just so much worse than theirs. But it is what it is. It was still fun to be on call and fun to do this. And now you can see some images of the doll so you can get like a little bit more of a clear look at her as well. This was such a fun project. It did take ages, I will say, just because I mean, we're three adult human beings trying to like coordinate this multi-step process and obviously we have our own lives and everything. And honestly, in some way I think that almost makes this more fun. Like it took so long for this doll to come back to me and come to fruition and for this video to be able to be posted. And I think that in some ways that longevity of the process like makes the end result even sweeter. I really genuinely love her. It was so cool to send out a doll that was a literal complete blank slate. Like she was all white, like nothing on her, and to have like this come back was so crazy. Chad did such an unbelievable job with the hair, especially now, like now that I'm editing the video, I have seen the clips of him doing the hair and he took so much care and like I just that's so cool and so special and like it was so fun to watch him do the dye job and then Enzo did amazing on the face. I can't believe how well he matched the colors and again I'm so stuck on that heavy blush. Like everyone was so amazing doing this and then of course I got to contribute and do the dress at the end which did take a good amount of effort but it was a lot of really good practice for me and I'm really happy with the end result. And now it's super cool that I get to look at this doll and be like, "Oh, I have a doll in my collection that myself, like, I helped work on, I helped customize, but also two of my dolly friends helped customize. And like, so it's always just going to have fond memories for me when I look at it now, which I do think is really special. But of course, now it is your turn to weigh in on the doll. How do you like how she turned out? Which part is your favorite part? And of course, and perhaps most importantly, you have to see how the other two dolls turned out, okay? Because they both turned out absolutely incredible. And that's not me tooting my own horn because I only did 1/3 of the process. Okay. So absolutely, please do check out, if you haven't seen them already, Chad's video and Enzo's video. Like, they're going to be top tier. I haven't seen the videos. I've seen the dolls, so I already know it's going to be top tier, and I'm really excited to watch them and like do the whole process and everything. Like, it's just going to be a super good time. So I'm going to go watch those. You should go watch those. And otherwise, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, your night, or whatever it might be, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.